The price of Bitcoin has begun the day by rebounding to $26,912 as it sits right now, down 1% over the past 24 hours. It is just bounced off of this level of support right here. It is forming a hunchback of Notre Dame right now in terms of the head and shoulders formation that it's forming, but ultimately it looks quite bullish. And we've got a lot of interesting things happening in the world of crypto today. And let me explain some of those things to you in today's video. I'm going to walk over here because there is a tractor that's going up and down the fields over there and it's driving me insane. In terms of what is happening today, it is a very interesting day for the world of cryptocurrency because of course Hong Kong is legalizing Bitcoin today. That doesn't mean that overnight we're going to see huge price increases in the price of Bitcoin. That's just not going to happen. But what we will see is a slow shift towards China becoming the largest player in the world of crypto, and it's happening right now. We're seeing it right now. I'm going to use this plant pot as a place to put my computer as we go through today's Bitcoin analysis, and I can get away from this sodding tractor. It's nice weather behind me, isn't it? Anyway, looking at the price of Bitcoin right now, $26,901. If we look at how it's trading right now, it's trading in a very interesting way. We're forming in a hunchback of Notre Dame head and shoulders, whereby you can count one shoulder there, the head here, and this doesn't really count as a third shoulder unless you was to draw that line kind of very wonkily. But to be honest, from my perspective, this is a bullish retest off of the outside of this old trading formation. In terms of how Ethereum is performing right now, well, Ethereum is currently trading at $1,862. Ethereum has done exactly what Bitcoin has done. It did a W reversal pattern here, and it's currently come down. It retested the outside of this old level of resistance, which is now turned into support, and we can probably expect a bounce back up to the control line up here at approximately $1,900. In terms of how I've positioned myself right now, I've positioned myself in an almighty long position. I believe the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to rise up very, very significantly in the coming days. And the reason that I believe that is because, of course, the Hong Kong thing won't kick in overnight. Licenses need to be issued. But, of course, you've got speculation based on that. And the speculation leading up to it was, well, that's going to be a very, very bullish event. But so far, not an awful lot has happened. And that's pretty good news, to be honest, because it means that the opportunity is still there, and it will ultimately come down to how much institutional adoption of cryptocurrency is there in Hong Kong. And I believe there'll be a lot of institutional adoption of cryptocurrency in Hong Kong based off of a couple of news articles that I want to show you right now. If we look at those news articles right now, and we can see it's not this one, it's this one right here. USA's stance on crypto is benefiting China, says Brian Armstrong. And in the South China Post today, which is a major newspaper in China, Hong Kong's first step in regulating crypto comes with high costs, but exchanges are undeterred. Hong Kong's new licensing requirements for crypto exchanges come with greater burdens for exchange operators, but many still want a foothold in the city. The rules, which now allow for retail trading, came into force this month, making the first step in Hong Kong's bid to become a virtual asset hub. It's happening. It'll just take time. These licenses need to be issued. When these retail traders are onboarded, the market's going to kick off, and the next bull run, as I've been saying for the past 6 months, it comes from the east. It doesn't come from the west. You look at the west's over-regulation of cryptocurrency, it is quite insane how over-regulated cryptocurrency is here in the west. The US has not been clear in terms of how we should be regulated. They've not been clear in terms of how we should operate. And Hong Kong, again, it's not, I mean, it's particularly clear right now because they've just issued rules. China, it's not particularly clear, but all that Chinese money that wants to invest into crypto is going to go via Hong Kong because it's a pretty easy place for money to leave China, go into Hong Kong, then be converted into cryptocurrency, and then it can go all over the world. And that's why we've seen today the USDT market cap has never been higher. USDT today hit a new all-time high in terms of the amount of USDT in circulation. That's good news again. It means that when that bull run kicks off, there's a lot more money that's sat there than there has ever been before. I believe at the start of the last bull run, the amount of Tether in circulation was around 10 billion. Today, it sits around 90 billion. There is 9 times more Tether in circulation right now than there was at the start of the previous bull run. I expect the next bull run for crypto is going to be the biggest one that we've ever seen, and it's coming. It's just a matter of time. There are people on the internet right now that think that, oh, crypto, it's gone, it's over. These people were wrong in 2017, they were wrong in 2016, they were wrong in 2020, and they were wrong in 2021. They were right in 2022, and they were right in 2018. They've been wrong for the majority of the time that crypto has existed, Because of course, yes, crypto goes through what's called a Gartner hype cycle. When crypto grows, the price of Bitcoin goes up. That means that more people get in. They get averaged in at a higher price, and then people that were holding from the bottom then sell. That means that you have this Gartner hype cycle of kind of, it always lands at a higher level of users. And Bitcoin, of course, we all know grows in users all the time. What's the best way to explain these things? The bell curve. The bell curve is another good way of explaining how crypto adoption works. But basically, there's more people here than ever before, and it's just all that capital sat on the sidelines right now. More capital sat on the sidelines at Binance because Binance is considering letting institutional traders store collateral in banks. Binance is reportedly discussing a proposal to allow institutional clients to store their trading collateral at banks to minimize risks, which again, pretty good news. And Bitcoin posts a 14.5% gain since February, beating gold and other major commodities. Bitcoin is one of the best performing assets right now that is not available on the stock market still. But you can buy into an ETF, but it's a Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. But it's not an ETF because it's not on an exchange. So it's just like the Grayscale Bitcoin fund because they can. That's the other thing as well. I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on in the USA. The US presidential race is going to start happening fairly soon. Speculation is that Jamie Dimon is going to run. Jamie Dimon in the past has been a Bitcoin fan, and he's also been very anti-Bitcoin. Is interesting because at least he has an opinion on Bitcoin, and he's not going to ban it because Jamie Dimon is leader of JP Morgan Bank, the world's largest bank. Being that JP Morgan runs the world's largest bank, it will be a very, very interesting president to have in the USA. Looks like he's going to run for the Democratic Party, but it'll be very, very bullish for the stock market, for crypto, and for everything like that, because Jamie Dimon is pro financial regulation, but in a good way, not in a moronic way that just listens to companies or whoever is paying the most. So that's pretty good news as well. A lot of things are shaping up right now for a very, very strong 2024 in the world of crypto. So how am I positioning myself? Well, I've positioned myself in a long position at $26,900 on Bitcoin, and on Ethereum, I've positioned myself in a long position at $1,860. That's where my positions are open from, and we'll see how they perform. In terms of Ethereum versus Bitcoin is continuing to rally to the upside. It's not the only asset rallying against Bitcoin to the upside. XRP, again, rallying against Bitcoin to the upside. It might be down over the past 24 hours by 1%, but overall, it is up very, very significantly in recent days, and it looks like it just might pop the top, and it might never gonna stop, especially if the SEC loses this case. Let me explain a little bit about the altcoin market and about XRP. If XRP wins their lawsuit against the SEC, or rather the SEC's lawsuit against XRP, if the SEC lose that, then that will be bullish for the entire altcoin market. It's part of the reason why I'm speculating that A, XRP is going to relist on Coinbase, and B, XRP will win the lawsuit. If XRP win the lawsuit, that means for the altcoin market, because of the way the lawsuit is structured, it would mean that basically pretty much all ICOs that have taken place in the past are now declared not securities. If those ICOs are not securities, by definition of the SEC losing this case against the SEC, and by definition of how they've tried to define XRP as a security, that would make the entire altcoin market go absolutely batty. Now is the time to be involved in crypto. Now is the time to be accumulating crypto. I mean, 6 months ago was the best time, but nobody listens to you in the middle of a bear market. People are only just starting to switch back onto it again. So we are getting there, and the entire market is slowly starting to take off again. I'm bullish on these things, and of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the link to BYBIT in today's video description. BYBIT is the best exchange you could possibly be trading on. It's the one that I use all the time. Check out the link in today's video description. It gives you up to $30,000 for free when you make a deposit and you make the first few trades. And again, if you don't know how to trade, check out the trading tutorial that you'll find linked at the top of the screen right now. It's been an interesting video today, and it's going to get even more interesting as this week goes on. So make sure you have slapped a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on channel notifications. Let's try and get, I don't know, 1,000 likes. We got pretty close actually yesterday. We got like 700, 800 likes or something. Let's try and get 1,000 likes. That'd be really, really impressive. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.